Hello there guys, my name is MrYorkiesWorld, welcome back to the channel, and we are once again back with yet another subscriber requested video today. We're going to be taking a look at Auckland, New Zealand and the surrounding areas. So for this video we are in the Cessna 172 again. It's one of my favourite light aircraft and we are currently positioned here on the runway at November Zulu Alpha Alpha. We're going to be going ahead and climbing to about 1500 feet and then flying north towards Auckland itself before we turn around and head back to the airport to do some cinematics. Along the way though, we're going to take a look at the St Mary's Bay and the Auckland Harbour Bridge, which should be interesting to see in the simulator. And then again, it's onto those absolutely gorgeous cinematics that we have all fell in love with, just the same as what we've been doing in those previous videos that we've seen on the channel. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we are on the ground at Auckland in the Cessna, as I said. I believe it says runway 23 left is what we're at the moment, and we're going to be taking a short flight. In fact, if I get the map up on little nav map, I can show you what I mean. So here we are at the moment, 23 left. Let me just unclip us from the aircraft. And basically we're going to be going all the way up into Auckland to see Auckland itself. This is where the bridge is and where everything else is that we're going to take a look at. West Haven Marina, that's it. So I want to see whether the Auckland Harbour Bridge and West Haven Marina look decent enough in the simulator. Now, I've never been to Auckland before, so it's going to be down to you guys to let me know whether it is accurate or not. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be turning right, heading north, going all the way up here, taking a look at it, and then we'll come back on ourselves. There we are. I don't know where I'm pointing, but there we go. We'll turn right, north, and turn back on ourselves. We'll try and cover sort of Auckland and a little bit over this area, and then come back and land. And after that, I'm going to do some of those cinematics that we all seem to love here on the channel. So, without further ado, let's hop into the cockpit. I've already got the autopilot set up. We're going to be climbing to 1500 feet. Let's release the parking brake. Full throttle. Again, this is no longer the preview version of the simulator. This is the simulator itself. The official release happened in the early hours of this morning in the United Kingdom. And I've already applied one update to the sim, as well as an update to Nvidia GeForce Experience, which is a new driver, or through Nvidia GeForce Experience. I don't think it was an update specifically for that. It was an update for everything else. But look for the drivers. Look how amazing that looks. I've just set it on to what have I set for the weather? Let me have a look. Few clouds at the minute. Not sure what the real world weather is, but I thought it might look nice if we just set it to this. It's about... what time did it say? 10:05 AM local time here. So we're looking pretty good. Look at that, it looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start that turn to the north. So we go to heading. And we're going to turn to the north. Performance is a lot better now in the simulator since the update, and since the driver update as well. But look at this. How gorgeous does that look? That is absolutely unbelievable. Truly remarkable. So I'm going to go back into the cockpit because I don't actually want to be turning too far. I'm going to turn a little bit to the left just to make sure that we're on course to go over Auckland properly. But just look at this. Absolutely magnificent. 60 FPS. Lovely sunshine up there with the clouds. looking absolutely perfect. Even the ground textures look pretty good. Look really good indeed. But that view is amazing. We can also go down and just look at this. This looks to be, I'm not an expert, but it looks to be sort of maybe a industrial area. That is what I would say that it is, but obviously for those of you who actually live in Auckland, you would more than likely know the answer to that. But we're looking good, we're looking really good. Let's go outside and see if we can get some good shots with the drone camera. Look at this. How amazing does that look? Sunshine up there. The reflections are absolutely gorgeous as well. Still a little bit of stuttering when I'm panning around, but I'm not really bothered because just look at that. That's a nice view. And of course we can go back into the cockpit. So there's the city itself. Obviously that is the city of Auckland. And we're going to be heading that way, but this is sort of more like a sort of housing area. Got the traffic going on the roads. We've got the little shadow of the aircraft there as well. Absolutely love the Cessna. And the way that we're going, we should be perfectly in line to see the city, to see the bridge, and to see the marina. Look at that. Oops, little bit of stuttering. That's something which I'm hoping gets fixed, but it's not something I'm tremendously concerned about. But this just looks absolutely brilliant. I cannot put into words how nice it looks. So shortly we should be coming along to the bridge, which I think I could see it over there. This is obviously the city area. We've got a ship over there by the looks of it. Again, looks like maybe a highway down there. So this is the bridge, and I'm going to make just a turn to the left here, just so that we can see it a little bit better through the window. City over there. Keep saying the city over there. It's as if it's people keep forgetting that it's over there. It's over there, by the way. And that looks like the marina as well. So does the bridge look good? Well, we're going to find out in a second. Let me know if you think the bridge looks realistic compared to its real-world counterpart. And nevertheless, it looks really nice. But look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's make a right turn now. Where are we? There we are. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see that we've got the ship there as well. Here's the bridge, and we've also got the marina right there. Let's turn a little bit sort of more to the right, because I want to make sure we go on the right direction, or go in the right direction to really see the city. That'll do. And again, what I'll do at the end of the video is we will go through all of these lovely views with the drone camera, and we'll have a listen to a non-commentary, sort of cinematic sort of walkthrough or tour around this area. I find that it really helps because the simulator's got some beautiful ambient sounds, and I'd be interested to see whether those sounds are unique in every city, or whether they're just copied from one city to the next. I'm sure I remember something being said about the sounds being unique to whichever area you're in, but I could be wrong. But this just looks absolutely fantastic. Obviously we've got the issues here. That's not a 3D ship, and it should be. That's hopefully something that will be implemented and corrected. But there we go. I'm not sure why it keeps doing this, so it'll go to a weird view every time I go to one of my saved views, and then I have to click it twice for it to actually go to the view I saved. So if I click this again, it'll go back to that view, even though I've got my load button set to control 1, and it's not set to anything else. It's not conflicting with any other keys. I've got a custom key layout, so I'm not sure why it does it. But just look at this. Personally, I'm hoping that chase plane possibly becomes a thing in Flight Simulator. That'd be really good. So I'm going to turn right to about 135. And I'm also going to reduce down on the altitude with vertical speed. But look at that, absolutely magnificent. And as ever, if we wanted to, we could go up and we could change the time of day. So maybe like evening time like this. A lot of people have noticed already, I think, that this is probably one of my favourite things to do, is put sort of evening weather on like this. It looks absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at that for a view. That is absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. And for those of you who missed the live stream that we did last night, the countdown to release in the UK, we got to see what it was like all the way up there, up in the sky, and I mean literally to the edge of space. We went to the edge of space in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it looked absolutely amazing. But this is just an example of the beauty that you can get from this simulator. Look how amazing it looks. And of course we can go back and we can change the time back to live time, like so. So fear not, we are going to see what things look like up close and personal, because we will be doing the cinematics after we land. But this is another one of the requested areas that I've been asked to do, and as I said, I'm keeping my promise. Every single request that I get is going to be added to a spreadsheet, and over time, every single day, I am going to be doing a new video featuring one of those areas. Regardless of whether somebody else does it or not, I am still going to do it. Because that is, or that was my promise to the YouTube community, to the flight sim community, so that's what I'm gonna make sure that I actually meet that promise. But this is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. And it looks as if we're going over that industrial area. I would call it an industrial area. I don't know whether it is. I could be completely wrong, but it certainly looks like one in my eyes. But the amount of details, especially from this altitude, is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Just increase the throttle a little bit. So 60 FPS at the moment, looking pretty good. As I always say though, this is a simulator in a stock fashion, without any third-party aircraft. That's where we're going to see whether people can really get the 60 FPS at 4K that they seem to be boasting, which I highly doubt. Not inside the virtual cockpit anyway. So anytime soon, we're going to be making another right turn. And I'm actually going to slow down a little bit more and just give us a notch of flaps. And I accidentally put another notch of flaps down there. I don't want two notches, just one for now. And we should be able to start seeing the runway, which is over there. So without further ado, let's start making that right turn. Again, a little bit of stutter seems to happen when we do any sort of turns in the simulator. And that's been an issue all the way from the alpha. For me at least. So now I'm going to take that altitude to 5,000. Or 500, sorry, not 5,000. Jesus. Just trying to stay on profile. There we go. So we've got the descent going on, and then obviously I'll go in and manage the descent. You can see on little nav map, this is where we've been. So we've took off from runway 23 left, I think it was. We've gone all the way around Auckland, and now we're back on the ILS feathers, but we're doing obviously a manual and visual approach. And for some reason the stutter does happen a lot more when, like I said, we're turning or we're panning around, but hopefully that'll improve. But this looks absolutely amazing. Personally, I don't think we've ever seen anything as lovely as this. So I'm going to take manual control now, just because I want to make sure things are nice and lined up. And I feel that I can do that better personally, rather than allow the autopilot. I'm going to add another notch of flaps just to help with the speed. So that we can slow down quick enough when we need to. And at the moment we're actually looking okay on the profile. I think I can see one white and 3 reds, maybe a little bit too low at the moment. But that's nothing we can't correct. There we go, 2 reds, 2 whites. I'm going to add the final notch of flaps. Just trying to keep control of the speed, keep control of the attitude. Absolutely gorgeous scenery. A little bit of wind, Nothing to worry about. At this stage I'm perfectly happy with being too high. I reckon that we can get this bird on the ground without an issue. There we go, 2 reds, 2 whites. Not that it matters at this altitude. Idle throttle. And we'll see if we can't crash this thing into the ground. There we go. Not perfect, but I'll take that. And I can probably take this rapid exit to the right hand side as well. And this is where we're going to be doing some of those amazing cinematics and taking a closer look at Auckland and the surrounding area, including this particular airport. We'll have a look at this particular airport as well, which I'm not sure whether it is one of the included airports, the handcrafted ones, but I'm not really bothered. We'll take a look anyway. So here we are. We can raise the flaps. And without further ado, let's get into those amazing cinematics. I'm going to shut up now so that you can hear the ambient sounds of the simulator and really judge for yourself how beautiful Auckland, New Zealand is in Flight Simulator 2020. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.